Okay, Coach, so the folks here, they are bundled up, but they're ready for football as you get a look at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Cleveland Browns. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
Ready? 60 or.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. 3 down, 3 down.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Lucky.
Snap.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Let's go, baby. We turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. Landry, the intended target. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
Following the interception here, Mariota. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Mariota uncorks one for Davis. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On now is the Titans punter. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got you. I got you. Alert flare. Alert flare. 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 Kill. Kill. Kill.
Yep. Ready, ready.
Chubb on the counter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Hey, watch out. Watch out. Check Mike 54.
Bravo.
Here we go.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Taken right around the 44. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mariota almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. On 2nd down, it's Henry. And he gets it down to the 32. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. To throw Mariota. And he fires one, but incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Cleveland offense ready to go as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them dropping multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 34.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Check. First now. 61. Matchbox lights. Speed driven.
They run. Chubb. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Like, get it.
Locked to throw on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrell Casey in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long.
Hey, Delta. 5.
On third and long, it's Locke. That's out to Chubb, complete.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
It's fourth down.
Now Giorgio Tavecchio for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Three receivers head out right, one to the left on second and 3.
Let's go, D.
Here's Mariota. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Ready. Move on.
Push him back. Push him back.
First down, Mariota. He finds Corey Davis, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Mariota on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Mariota hands to Henry, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out. From the shotgun, it's Mariota, and that's knocked away and incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So 2 missed field goals for them now, and that's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Well, it's not the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
The Browns drive about to get started. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
All day, dog. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
Topper, topper.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Here's Locke to throw, and he's got the hook up to Landry. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Mariota to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Let's get this all day.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Pick me up. Here we go.
Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Down. The 60 outlaw.
54 Mike. All day, every day, any day.
Hey, Jet.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
You ready? 6-6, pull it high.
42. Go. Whip.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. A run for Nick Chubb. And down inside the 15 he goes. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And snapped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They come out here in the I.
Mike 54. Hey, man. Watch the boot.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Bring it up.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. They'll give it to Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Double. Shift.
They'll try again with Chubb. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Let's go now. 10-2 stop. Hey, Zoo.
Get in the weight room. Get
Five.
Block now on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
The kick by Tavecchio is good, and the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first.
And got his man complete. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To the air again, Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jannard Avery coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Mariota. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Ready.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Go, go.
Mike spot four, Mike spot four, Mike spot four.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take
Snap.
From the gun on third down, Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
That's what I'm talking about. Sacks all day, baby. Go ahead and take a seat. You can't stop me.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down.
Showing it.
A final shot before half for Locke. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Mariota now. Complete. Smith has it. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mariota from the gun on third down. The open man is Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
And the Titans first down.
Mariota now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Now Mariota. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
On the set.
54, right there. 54 Mike. Here we go.
Check 37. Check 37.
Switch.
Recon, 132 fighter. 2.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 41-yard line.
On the ready.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
80 weapon. Ready.
And again, it's Chubb. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
And, partner, when you run the ball on 3rd and 2, you're telling the whole world you've got nothing but confidence in your offensive line and your runner, and you expect to get it. But they were stuffed on that play. Only got 1 yard. Great job by the defensive front, the linebackers. Everyone got involved to force a 4th down.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. I got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now here's a throw, and that's Taywan Taylor with it. A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Mariota gives to Henry. And they string that play out nicely. He's stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, second down. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Looking to throw on second down. Mariota, he finds Taylor, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 17-yard line.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Mariota now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Again, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal.
He's coming.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry, touchdown number 18 on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4.
But that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
At the 46-yard line.
Ready. 18 Gator.
54. You got nothing to run. You got nothing.
Say go.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world.
Lock now on 1st down. And oh, what a catch that time by Landry. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 24-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Kill.
Now Chubb. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Protein spill.
54 Mike.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Mike 54.
Watch the run.
From the 17, Locke. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And we're back now here in Cleveland. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Block now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Following the interception here, Mariota. It's caught. Smith. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Mariota now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. Throwing is Mariota. Jannard Avery able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. To throw is Mariota. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown. And frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Third and long here for Mariota. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Browns drive about to get started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10.
I got you. I got you.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Joker, 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 Joker.
Greystone, travel.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Ready.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The Browns on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing his lock on third down. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy.
54, right there. 50.
On first down, Locke. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Hey, echo.
Locke will try again on 2nd down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's 3rd down.
Okay, partner, hyperbole alert, all right? I think that this has got to be the best game I've seen this secondary play this entire season. Doesn't matter whether they've been a man, zone, they've reacted, communicated, and really made plays on the football.
They absolutely have. And the play on that last deep ball, maybe the best example of it, they've been solid all game long. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Lock now on 1st down. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. But he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done. When the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. Locke now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
42 to Mike.
They'll try to draw now with Chubb, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Locke. They set up the screen to Chubb, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And now we'll get a delay here as they try to give themselves a little more room for the punt. I think they're just a product of trying to buy themselves 5 extra yards.
And they want to help their punter out, right? Help with the angle, trying to pin the ball deep. That's exactly what they did there.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
He got 29 yards that time. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the 41, Mariota. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
1, 2, 1.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our
3.
Check 50.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead him to 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
They had to convert there on 4th down, and they ran the football. Major surprise, but they pick it up. Now they've got to really hurry.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Mariota to throw it this time. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if he can make someone miss in the open field.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Mariota. They will find Davis. That's complete. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Squeeze, one. Check 31, check 31. Check 24, check 24.
Switch it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here down to the 22. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back, and he is going to lose yardage here. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
It's a loss of 4 yards. Brings up 4th down.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their 2nd-year kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And his kick is good. A little bit of redemption after he missed 2 field goals earlier. And it'll be a hot time across the Cumberland tonight. The Titans have won it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already